All living organisms have certain features that define life. These characteristic features are growth, movement, respiration, reproduction, circulation, and nutrition. However, not all of these features are present in living organisms. Plants do not move. However, they are still living. They do not inhale and exhale air like humans. Neither do they consume food. However, whether we perceive or not, life processes occur continuously to sustain life. Plants take in carbon dioxide and release water vapor through their stomatal openings. Plants prepare carbohydrate molecules in their chloroplasts, which is food for them as well as for us. Plants respond to external stimuli. Let's look at some of these features that define life. Look at the fundamental unit of life, the cell. This is an animal cell. It contains the nucleus, having the genetic material and other organelles that carry out life processes. Plants possess cells too. Along with other organelles, plant cells possess specialized organelles named chloroplasts that carry out photosynthesis and produce food that sustains life on Earth. We know that what we call as non-living definitely does not have functional living cells. Cellular level of organization is thus a defining feature of life. We know of various reactions occurring within our cells. The chemical reactions taking place in the cells is known as metabolism. For example, replication of DNA, formation of ATP for energy, and formation of glycogen and its storage are life-sustaining metabolic reactions that occur in living beings. Non-living things do not carry out any such metabolic reactions. How does growth occur? Organisms grow as their cells divide. Growth is thus increase in cell mass and cell volume. Plants and animals show differences in growth patterns. Animals display overall growth, whereas plants grow at specific sites known as meristematic tissues. Also, plants can continue to grow throughout life, whereas animals show determinate growth. Now, consider this case. Can rivers grow? Can this be called as growth? Non-living things such as rivers, mountains, and sand dunes grow as a result of accumulation of matter. They do not grow internally. As non-living things do not have cells and as they do not grow internally, growth and cell division are considered to be the defining features of life. Procreation is a feature possessed by living things alone. Humans show sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is responsible for creating variations in populations. Plants show vegetative, asexual, and sexual modes of reproduction. Dispersal of spores and seeds helps the plant germinate at some distance from the parent and gives it a better chance of survival. Some bacteria divide every 20 minutes and reproduce millions of bacterial cells. On the other hand, non-living things never reproduce. However, not all living beings reproduce. For example, sterile animals such as mules and sterile worker bees do not reproduce. Reproduction is thus not an all-inclusive defining characteristic of living things. Living things respond to its external environment. It responds to different kinds of stimuli. The main ones are touch, chemicals, heat, light, and sound. Single-celled organisms such as bacteria respond to their surrounding by moving toward areas of high glucose concentration. This is called bacterial chemotaxis. Plants grow in the direction of sunlight. This is called phototropism. Animals run to save their lives when attacked by a predator. This proves that animals are aware of their external environment. Non-living objects never respond to external stimuli. Ability to respond to stimuli is thus a defining feature of living organisms. However, science is yet to answer many unsolved mysteries of life. It is yet to explain how a person in coma who has lost consciousness is still alive. And this is where science meets philosophy.